Welcome back to the show. Here it is one more time. Commack Sachem North. The Cougars. Billy Holscher nails the 31-yarder in triple overtime. Commack remains undefeated. Go crazy. 31-28. The Cougars now 5-0 this year after going 6-3 last season. And joining me now, three of the men responsible. Head coach Joe Reggio, running back Wilman Roy, and linebacker Josh Valentine. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so Coach, I'll ask you first. You were good last year.
Yep.
Not as good as you are now. What's the major difference?
The players stepping up.
How so?
Returning player Will Monroy
Yeah.
Was good last year and now has just elevated his game tremendously.
What would you attribute that to, Will? I mean, we talking about off-season workouts or the preparation going into like a senior year, knowing this is your last year. Tell me about that.
Definitely, just like a lot of off-season work that we did with some of our coaches, and just like a lot of watching film and
Right.
Just working to reach my full potential.
I mean, you guys were the 10th seed this year. Now, there are some reasons for that, but the last time you were the 10th seed was in 2000. You guys were like 5 years old, okay? But you won the county title that year.
Right.
So, Will, let me ask you, what's it like right now in high school? Like, are people jumping on the bandwagon like, wow, we could do this?
Everybody's excited. I mean, they always say they're coming to the game. Everybody was so excited to come Friday night, and it's awesome. The atmosphere is great, and everything's going good.
So you guys like big men on campus?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. All right, well, Josh, you have a very interesting story. I mean, you missed a year of football, right? You were hurt. You had to apply to get a year of eligibility back. You did get that. I'm sure Coach was happy about that. How happy were you when you found out you could play for the Cougars?
I was ecstatic. I was ready to go. As soon as we found out, got hit into the weight room the same day, started really getting things pumping, started going, and the team, we were just excited, ready for a big season.
Well, you talk about the weight room. Is it true you bench over 400 pounds?
That's right.
What do you bench? For what?
About 415.
Because I'm like 414, so you just beat me there. So, I mean, Coach, he benches 415. He runs a real quick 40-yard dash. He's 6'4". I mean, when he became eligible to play for you guys, how did that turn around this season?
It just turned it around tremendously. Exactly what you'd think. It solidified the whole defense. Now we have a man in the middle that we know can, be our run stopper.
Right.
And plus he's just a presence, even in practice and games.
Do you see other teams basically game planning around him and game planning for him? Do you see that?
Definitely, yeah.
How so?
I mean, they try to avoid him. They really do. They try to run the ball away from him, and when he's on offense, they try to put 3-4 guys on him so they can't throw him the ball.
So what's it like right now when you guys are playing week in and week out? All right, you're undefeated. So do you have that swagger? Do you see other teams saying we got to knock these guys off? Is winning, like they say, contagious, and you just want to keep going? You get better and better. Practices are harder. Practices are more crisp. Is that true?
Definitely.
Well, tell me about it.
We just try and get better each week.
Yeah.
As we keep winning, practices keep getting harder and harder, and we just trying to get better and better every week.
Now, I would imagine, Coach, it's great that you're winning, but when you got a team that's 5-0. Do you have to make sure that you keep them in line like, hey, guys, we're not as good as everybody says you are. You're going down the hallway, everybody says, hey, you guys are great, you're going to win it all.
Yep.
Do you basically have to crack the whip a little bit in practice? Tell me about that.
That's exactly right. I mean, we were talking about it on the ride over here. Saying,
What about it?
Well, that it's only as good as your last victory, and you have to prepare each week hard. Division I Suffolk County is a very tough division. Lindenhurst, we're playing this week, is a very, very good team. And, it's as quickly as we're up on top, you get knocked right off.
Tell me about the group of guys that you have here. I mean, just in general. We know, obviously, they're good players.
Yeah.
What type of kids are they?
We have a bunch of young kids that stepped up. A lot of them that did not play last year at all. That's how come we were, I think, ranked 10th. Our starting quarterback did not play. Our both receivers did not play. They were not any varsity ball at all. And now they all are rising to the occasion and playing great.
All right, well, stay right here. We want to talk to you about a little unusual technique you guys use to help you guys on the field and stay healthy. So the rush rolls on in a couple minutes. Stay right here.
There are lots of great places to go on Long Island. We've got museums, festivals, and fairs, plus lots of animals to see. And now you can see them all in one place. The Long Island Traveler on News12.com with all your local event information, from neighborhood favorites to special one-time attractions. There's even a calendar with upcoming events in your area to help you plan ahead. And you can find them all on News12.com. Just click on the travel section. Now that's as local travel gets.
Okay, who can give me an example of multiples? Ricardo.
News 12.
News 12.
There are multiple ways to watch News 12 on your TV, laptop, iPad, or smartphone. Any way you want it, 24/7, even on weekends.
Huh. Multiplicity. I like it. Next you're gonna tell me they're as local news gets.
Yeah.
News 12, as local news gets, only on Optimum.
Can I have it back now?
No matter where you are, News 12 is there with the local news you don't want to miss.
We have some breaking news for you just into the newsroom.
Chapter 12 is on the way right now.
Long Island news, traffic, and weather on any mobile device 24/7.
Police actively investigating at a neighborhood in Valley Stream.
With expanded weekend coverage.
There are reports of a suspicious package. From what we are seeing, the area around the home has been evacuated.
News 12, as local news gets, only on Optimum.
Welcome back to The Rush. Joining me now, the undefeated 5-0 Commack Cougars. Guys, we were talking about your efforts on the field, and colleges have noticed. Some schools looking at both you guys, correct?
Definitely.
Who do we have so far that's shown interest?
A couple schools such as Sacred Heart University, Ithaca College, and Marist College.
Awesome, excellent. And yourself?
Oh yes, I've had a few interests in Stony Brook and Rutgers, UConn, a lot of East Coast schools that I'm really looking forward to.
Looking to stay close to home if possible?
If possible, definitely.
I know you look good in Seawolves red. That's possible. All right, so we teased it before as far as some unusual techniques that have helped you guys stay healthy. Your son, Matt, wide receivers coach, strength and conditioning coach, how has he helped you guys stay healthy? What has he done?
We got them in the weight room starting in early January, and we also do other things like yoga.
Yoga?
And, oh yeah. And,
you do yoga?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's the best.
And you know, and it's just a tremendous thing to try to keep them healthy and on the field.
And you tell me about, for the last couple of years, trips to the chiropractor.
Yeah, we have a chiropractor, Dr. Olson, who has active release therapy and all kinds of other modes of physical therapy. And again, trying to keep them healthy.
And
on the
have
field.
you seen it pay off, guys? Have you seen it pay off as far as how you feel? How so?
He gets us usually an injury that would take about 2 weeks to get. To keep us out, he gets us back in there within 4 or 5 days, and we're ready to go.
Wow.
He does a great job.
Excellent. Well, good luck. Keep doing what you're doing, and good luck next week for the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us, fellas. That will do it for another jam-packed edition of The Rush. I'm Jamie Stewart. Thanks for watching. And to the coaches and athletes, thanks for playing. We'll see you next week.